You know me, I'm a noob. I mince my words all the time. This would be a very useful enchantment in real life. If I could just have a broom, it would just kind of go do its thing every now and then. Never mind, it's called a Roomba. They did it. So paranoid? I'm not paranoid. I'm prepared. Oh, he's from Game of Thrones. Don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. I know it, I know. Yes! Yes!
And what should we find in each and every incubator?
There's so much going on. I'm gonna get so confused moving forward. I just know it. Poison schemes and Ashian things. It's so exciting. Oh my god. It's like a game of chess. We play our opening card.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
I'm standing up too. Everyone's standing.
It is unthinkable.
I'm gonna sit down.
Unconscionable.
It's not comfortable. Okay, everyone's standing up now. Some crazy shit. That was some good stuff. I mean, if anyone was to die, it would be in a battle like this, right? Everyone to me on my ley lines. You conform to me. There's no escape. What is that? That's an X thing. Oh my god. Oh, you did the thing. You did the break. Wow. If this guy's the Ashian and this guy's going to the moon and that's the Warriors of Darkness voice and the Ashian is really the Empire this whole time, clearly this is all a dream. Papa Limo, he dead, bruh. I don't accept that. We should go visit Matoya. I feel like she would know about a lot of this stuff. With Oriange out of the picture, who else can we turn to? Matoya. Back to the Matoya.
We reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments.
Yeah, they're not. There's just some otherworldly stuff here. Even Connie Sennen was like,
whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjuring.
yeah, Connie Sennen was like, yeah, this is something that like I've heard of, but I've never seen anyone do before. Clearly, we need someone of Matoya's intellect for this, right? Someone with old, veteran knowledge of life and ether and stuff.
Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Oriange and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle.
True. I was actually very right when things happened, I was like, all right, we gotta go find Oriange. And then Oriange got the psychic thing, and I was like, well, that option's out of the picture now.
And Alphino's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we even start?
Matoya.
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Cryle? Oh, there she is.
I did not think you well enough to travel.
I mean, she's the students of Baldessian, right? Or at least the remnants of them. They seem very smart, right? They should know some things or know where to look.
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away.
I like Cryle. Cryle seems like a very dependable person. And she got the Pikachu hoodie.
What's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory? That boy always did have some funny ideas. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the Studium?
She's not a person, she's a Lalafell. You shut your mouth. Your true colors have shown over the past couple months. Hater of Lalafells, hater of Domans, hater of Alamegans, hater of Sid, you heartless bastard. What about the speech though?
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
Kev's like, huh?
That
What?
particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
We're having another touching moment of we gotta keep pushing on, but come on, there's no time for this. Let's push on. Let's not talk about it. Let's do it. Kev be like, Cryle has Pikachu hoodie. Pikachu is Ash's Pokemon. Pikachu watches Ash die. Cryle will watch someone die. Is that what you got out of this? Kev be like, Ash equals Ashians? Am I not wrong? That the Ashians, everything going on is linked to an Ashian somehow. Plus we're going to the moon. Ashian, that's Ashian business.
Worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
Y'all remember that Pokemon movie though? I watched it in theaters when I was a kid. That was sad, right? When they played the Brother My Brother song and the Pokemons were fighting their clones and they were slapping each other and they were crying and then all their tears came out. Spoilers, their tears came out and they resurrected because Ash got destroyed by Mewtwo. He got hit by a psychic ball. It granted him immortality because he's been going strong for like 30 years, you know? I was a teenager when Pokemon came out, never got into that shit. That's why you're as cold as you are. Ash has always been dead. He died in the first episode. That'd be quite a twist, wouldn't it?
Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened. Thanks to a certain someone.
Thanks to a certain pompadour.
A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh?
I think it's a fine speech. Short, sweet, and to the point. Alright, we're gonna go see Matoya or what?
Right, I'd better have a look at our patients.
Be kind of disappointed if Cryle was able to figure everything out because I really wanted to go visit Matoya again. But maybe she'll be able to figure all this out. Alright, Cryle, what did you find?
All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep.
They lost their souls. Connie Senna has told us this already. Their souls are gone, right?
Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms.
This is what Connie Senna has been telling us from the very beginning. Come on.
The elder Seed Seer made a similar observation.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, what's next? My arm's getting tired. That's all the Mika you get.
Would it be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred?
Okay. sounds straightforward enough, right?
I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt. So I suggest we pay her a visit.
Finally. Finally. Let's do it. You ever wonder what goes through a dog's mind sometimes? Remember how in the Job action thing, kind of looked like they were in like a dome of some sort? And during that whole trailer, I was like, oh, this is like Allig architecture. What I meant to say was Charlian architecture. You know me, I'm a noob. I mince my words all the time. Matoya. I'd be like, you darn kids. Get off my lawn. All the stories add a lot to the world. Oh.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you?
Let's get some answers here. Crystal balls.
Oh, I mistook you for your what's his name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
When it seems like all hope is lost and everyone is down, we just need some elderly wisdom sometimes, some elderly truth and bluntness.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Ha! That's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too.
I don't know what to make of those
Let
smiley
everyone
faces
hunting like
now.
you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders.
Now I don't know what to make of these smiley faces. They can mean so much. They can mean at first I always took them as, oh, you're about to find out something special, or like, oh man, if only you knew. But now I take it as like, I don't know what's going on either.
What exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
We need your ball. I always loved the music in this place. The music here is so awesome.
Stoller is one of the afflicted, is she?
Yeah. Oh man, this is the first time we've heard some like, you know, quivering of the voice, like, oh shit.
She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray.
You get it?
I'll not see her buried before I am.
Because she's a cat. Matoya. Oh. Okay. Very curious to see where this goes here. What are we gonna learn?
Begin from where our friends first fell and cast my senses out from there.
I'm still sticking to the theory that that voice sounded, it sounded like the Warrior of Darkness. That was quick. Oh no, the face.
What is it? Did you find them?
Oh, what if she's like, I couldn't find anything. Oh my god.
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Oh, the plot thickens. They're just gone.
Could their ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods! It's like the Broodmother's daughter all over again.
Yeah, except the Broodmother's daughter could like move, stand, and stuff, right? Just a little bit. They're like a carrot, just sitting there, a vegetable.
If their physical forms yet breathe and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
But where?
That's the million gil question.
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
Hear me out. When the Warriors of Darkness came over here, and as they were going back to their world, the dialogue made it sound like they had died on their world in order, I don't know if in order to come here, but they had died on their world before coming here. So maybe they died on this world physically to go over there in some way. Oh, open the gates. What did the guy say? Open the gates.
But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort.
Throw wide the gates. What else did they say? Throw wide the gates. There was one other thing that they kept repeating too. But throw wide the gate. Throw wide the gates was one of them.
Pray, excuse me a moment.
What's the sitch?
What, to Alamigo? We're on our way.
Is that the Empire's coming? The Empire's coming. Who's coming?
That was Lise. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo,
Ooh.
and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them.
Okay. All right. I think they said this is Sparta. All right, we got the Populares, we got Maxima. Well, at least he'll shed light on the Alphino thing.
I realize we've barely begun here, but
We must go.
Go, child, go. You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
Guys, don't dither, okay? Life's too short for dithering.
let's be off then.
Okay. Oh, what fell? The broom? Oh no, the broom!
Not again.
Oh.
The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I'd chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it.
Oh, remember how they've been talking about Y'shtola? Y'shtola's been talking about how it seems like the ether is being like dried up all around the world. Like taken. Maybe this is what's going on right here, right? Oh, is she not gonna be able to do it? The signs of calamity.
Took ill. Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes on
Yes,
the
yes.
meaning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
Oh, things. All right, things are moving. We can see the effects.
And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse, clogging up the valley.
By the way, this would be a very useful enchantment in real life. If I could just have a broom or a vacuum, it would just kind of go do its thing every now and then. Never mind, it's called a Roomba. They have a Roomba. Never mind. Roomba. Technology is caught up to ether. Clearly.
You can only do what can be done, and that's but one thing at a time.
Yo, things are picking up. Is this the final patch, or is there a 5.6, 5.5 too? Some old school Merlin broom hack, yeah. Next it'll be like, if only they had a box that kept cold things cold all the time. If only they had a box to keep things cool.
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Yeah, we got the cougar in here too. Maybe they're Ashians. All right, what we learned was an Ashian is wearing Xenos' skin, or has taken the form of Xenos. It seems that so is Solus, right?
I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
At least now we can get some peace of mind about Alphino. I mean, the in-game characters. We know, but they don't.
Where is Alphino?
He dead. No, he's not dead.
Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
You assume?
His glasses remind me of Ignis from 15.
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events.
I know it's a different style. Anyone with glasses reminds me of Ignis, I guess.
While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing.
Yes, and there they met Gaius.
And we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians.
Yeah, who got screwed over by the Ascians in A Realm Reborn? Our pal Gaius, right? It's gotta be him. Come on.
This shadow hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety.
I would love, if this is true, I would love it. I would love it. Thancred did too. Maybe it's Thancred. Or maybe the guy is an Ascian and we just don't know it.
Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
How many popular, he said he got his colleagues, so there's a couple of them here. How many people are we talking about here? Just a handful?
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn.
Yeah, he's doing okay. I'm sure if he
Tell us
died...
more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
If Alphino or Alisae died, I feel like the other one would feel it, right? They got that twin thing going on. They would feel the disruption of the force, of the ether. They'd be like, oh, more like unpopularis, am I right? But hey. yeah, I see what you did there.
Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them.
I would love it if that guy was Gaius. That would make my playthrough.
Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same.
I can't think of any other big ticket Imperials that we have met in the past that would have this like vendetta against the Ascians, you know?
We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo.
I guess I kind of got my wish, right? It seems like it's under different circumstances. I imagined, I wanted us to parlay with the Popularis, but I kind of imagine them still holding some sway within the Empire. Right now, it sounds like it sounds like this is them, right? This is it, and they're here now. They're not in the Empire anymore.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
True. They'll have some insight into the climate there. Imagine how terrible your situation has to be if you're grateful that you're in Alamigo.
During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night.
Oh yeah. What do they call it? I forgot what they called it. They had it the Black Death or something. Plague. What do they call it? The Black Rose. That Hibba is saying it's the Black Rose, so I believe that. See, that's what I was looking at the name first. I was like, the Black Rose. Who said it? Oh, Hibba said it. I can believe it. I've been listening to some of the Black Keys. I have one of their songs in my playlist right now. Never Gonna Give You Up, something like that. I haven't listened to the Black Eyed Peas in a very long time though.
It seemed my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear.
I think it's gas. That's what it was. It was gas. Because I think I made a joke like, oh, I produce my own Black Rose sometimes. Anyway, it was a gas.
I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Xenos and Elidibus were conversing, and Elidibus is like, why don't you use me? Like, let's go do the thing right now. And Varis is like, Urgh. Sounds like they're in preparations for like some big... Elidibus was saying like, we can crush everyone right now. Just say the word. We could do it.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
Good thing you got the bull of Alamigo back on your side. Back in his habitat.
They won't stop an invading army.
You gotta believe in the raw bond.
Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on. We gotta get that
that barrier up. Is that... It doesn't seem... How doable is it? It's only us and Alisae now, right? The Ironworks were supposed to be working on something though, so maybe they have something almost ready.
Our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Yeah, they're gonna meet... It's like every war movie, they meet like in the middle of the battlefield on their horses, and they talk terms and everything. I always found that those discussions very interesting.
Head to Doma and let Lord Hier know about this. I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Why can't we just... Is that too far? Is that out of range of the link pearls? I don't understand the text sometimes.
We'll send word when...
Or is that easily compromised? Oh, it's happening again.
Untold sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
That's what he kept saying. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates. They're talking about a calamity coming.
You heard it too. Well, at least we're both still standing.
Sid couldn't put together an IKEA shelf even with the step-by-step YouTube video.
Why does this keep happening?
It didn't happen to Lise. It didn't happen to Lise before, and it didn't happen to her again. Is it literally just like the formality of being a Scion? And for all we know, it didn't happen to Alphinaud too, who is, you know, far away. Though I don't know the distance between us and Alphinaud versus us and Urianger, who felt it.
We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Here.
Okay. Let's go. Sandy Kev, I can teleport. You don't have to come. I'll go myself. It's faster if I just go on my own. I just boop, boop. You the gatekeeper? Are we the gatekeeper? That is a good question. Which gates are they talking about? I was talking with Sorrel during work hours today. I mean, the only conclusion, sticking to my theory, is the voice that we are hearing is the Warrior of Darkness. It sounds like him to me, like just the tone of voice and everything. And that being the case, the only thing I can think about throw wide the gates has to do with the convergence of some sort, right? Like converge the worlds, throw wide the gates, Eon become instant, everything becomes one, right? Everything just, that's where my head's at right now. And the reasoning would be is if, you know how they and Minfilia went off to go fight the light? Maybe they failed. Maybe they lost their battle or something, you know? Greetings, my friend. I was just discussing future endeavors with the members of our newly formed alliance. Oh yeah, maybe they got a little more manpower to help out now, right? The Kojin and the Confederacy you already know, and it was your own strength of arms that won us the cooperation of the Steppe tribes. There's Serena. We have also been joined by our neighbors from Naxia and the indomitable citizens of Dalmasca. All right, look at the garb here. Interesting garb. Which one is which? Which is the one with the hats? These proud peoples have united under a single purpose: to stand against the tyranny of the Garlean Empire. What grandiose music, I love it. Really, all we need to do is protect Sadu, so Sadu could do her Exodia move. That's how we beat the Empire. Every report we receive from our shinobi indicates a massing of troops in the western provinces. It seems all but certain that the Empire is poised to bring its fist down upon Eorzea. They're bringing the shadow. Oh, the Shadowbringers. Oh, so we will remain vulnerable to airborne assault until our wall in the burn is in place. Yeah, we got to build the wall. The all-important Allagan energy barrier. The conversation between Solus and Varis the other day also hints that the Allagans were also, you know, aware of all this light versus dark balance, and they were doing things in their own way to preserve that or combat that. It's been a thing for a very long time. It's only people in the know, though, who know about this light and darkness balance. Have you time to attend the first test? You've seen the field which protected Azislav firsthand, and I would be interested to hear how you think ours compares. Understood. Your mounts are saddled and ready, my lord. Where are the storms? The Stormbloods. Oh, call back. These are the Dalmatians, the Dalmascans. This is their garb. They're looking very, kind of reminds me of like Greek-ish. Like I'm thinking of like Hercules when I see this color. And then these guys, they got the hats. Inventory should be prosecuted as a war crime, to be honest. What do you mean? I just sorted it yesterday. Look at it. Look how pretty it is. Show me a screenshot of your inventories. Acting all high and mighty. Should have brought Magnai with you. I wish we had Magnai with us. Your UI is clean too.
The engineers have matters well in hand.
Yeah, it looks like they got a little device set up.
Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders.
Some of my favorite characters in Stormblood thus far have been the Steppe people. I like them. They have personalities that outshine some of the others.
Start the generator.
What if they start the generator and it just like breaks? Like they're starting it and it just just dies. The Azim Step is the best of the Storm. Yeah, I really like that. I like the peoples there. They got good peoples there. Good characters. I enjoyed my time there. And the flash or the revisits back there. Oh, nice.
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming.
Wow, there's only 8 nodes for a wall this large?
Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected.
Wow. It's going off without a hitch. It would be a shame if something were to happen. What if someone just swoops in real quick? Whoop. No, it's working. So this... Wow, that's a tall wall. So what did it say? 3,000 yams? 5,000.
Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yams. We've done it.
Imagine having 5,000 yams. That's a lot of yams. They did it. So paranoid? I'm not paranoid. I'm prepared. That's what I call it.
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
Is it gonna just crash against the wall?
But
Let's
this
see.
is a gift, Mistress Alisae. They can test our new wall for us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, oh, oh. Rip. I was hoping there was gonna be more of a...
Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
Exactly. I was hoping the same thing. Prepare more. Yo, shit, it's Sparky. What's going on, Sparky? Sparky, you've been gone for like a long time. You and Lake have been missing. You guys have been MIA. How's it going? Oh. Look at that. Oh yeah, big spoilers coming, Sparky. Don't put me on mute right now. I'm about to spoil things. Oh, it got Alphino too. It got him. It got him.
By the gods, it's Alphino.
Look at Gaius. That's gotta be Gaius, right? But what a guy. What a guy this Gaius is, huh?
Let me go. He has my brother.
There's no way to like, you can't open a door. Oh, I was gonna say, all right, we're gonna lower the barrier. There's no door or anything. You gotta lower the entire thing. Okay, so it confirms it affected Alphino as well. You recognize the pop?
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
Does he? Let's look at his facial. Does he recognize the pomp? Is he acknowledging the pomp right now? Damn, they got Alphino. Everyone's gone. Everyone.
He could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem.
This guy's voice, I'm not saying it sounds like Gaius, but the voice actor sounds very familiar right now for some reason.
It's a day for fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
Oh, he's from Game of Thrones. Don't tell me. I know it. Oh, Roose Bolton. It is Roose Bolton. That's the voice. That is the voice. Wow. Do we recognize each other? Yes. I'm so happy right now. I suppose that mask that he had down there, that was probably the giveaway. I didn't make the connection because of the mask. I just made the connection just from, you know, it felt like destiny. But if I was more perceptive, I'm sure the mask would have been like the tell. But I'm very pleased about this. I'm very happy. I love it. I'm gonna call him the Black Wolf here.
Aye, Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. One I have long since relinquished.
You said such devastation like immediately before this guy showed up on screen. That was pure coincidence. I was just saying it because we're fighting like Imperial guys. Such devastation. Confound it. Not here. Not like this. Oh. Gun. Ooh. Hello. Oh, more Popularis or a different? All right, so there's clearly this other Imperial-ish faction, ex-Imperial, such deficit. Isn't that what the dude said? What did he say? Isn't that what he said? So I was trying to do a callback too, but then you were like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, did he not? That's very ironic. I was trying to make a callback because we're fighting Imperials, because every time like Ilberd-esque Alamegan stuff happens, you guys are all like sloppy. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna show my knowledge of the game and bring back the, isn't it like the such like a iconic line? Oh my god.
Stand down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Reveal, a man without rank or allegiance.
Dude, I love this. That's why I have, now you know why I'm so hyped for my Xenos Disneyland theory, right? I love seeing characters like that, you know, change of heart, change of motivations, change of allegiances, still, you know, still working in the world, still, you know, still shaping the world in their own way, just not the same way that they were. Big players, powerful players, everything we're up against, we could use some help from some big names, right? That's why I was very excited about this and very excited about the potential of Xenos and Disneyland here.
Do you remember how it unfolded?
A little bit. I remember a little bit here. I'm not gonna lie. What I come to learn with Final Fantasy XIV and deaths, they're not always as they seem, right? Yeah, us and Xenos are gonna retire to Island Sanctuary together? I hope so. I hope so. That's all I want. That's all I want from this game. If us and Xenos can be sipping on a Mai Tai, enjoying a vacation, chatting about the good, remember when I summoned that primal and I called you my only friend, my first and only friend, I'd be like, yeah, good times, right? Alright, let's see.
How I was deceived by La Habrea. How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea.
Man, this was months and months ago. This is bringing back memories.
The Ascian used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment, at least.
I got these like tingly feelings in my body right now. Just thinking back, this was the big bad. Like one of the main big bads of A Realm Reborn. And here he is, back again in Stormblood. He's been doing things all this time. He's been hunting Ascians. I like that. That's like the revenge plotline, right? He's like, you know, I'm gonna take care of this problem in my own way. New motivations.
To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble and swore vengeance on the Ascians.
Also, like, this is showing that what he was trying to do in A Realm Reborn, right? Again, it's a lot of these groups, right? They to them, their intentions are noble. He was trying to make the world a better place, thinking it would, you know, it could only happen under Imperial rule. But to hear this, right? There's like a humanity here, right? To betray all who died for my cause, right? He's not just Darth Vader, right?
The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge.
Yeah, I'm sure if I was more astute, as with a lot of these character mysteries where they show, like, you know, certain body parts or features, if I was more astute, I would have seen that and been like, oh yeah, that's definitely Gaius. It was just my heart was telling me it was Gaius. But if I was more astute...
My quarry was to be La Habrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion. Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword.
Oh, I love it. The revenge plot. So, like, I don't know, are we going to become allies? Or are we just going to become, you know, neutral parties, you know, doing our own thing? Maybe lending the enemy of my enemy is my old enemy, but now my friend, right? Kind of thing. Like, just, you know, like, we're cordial enough.
Are the scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired.
Man, Roose Bolton, the Roose Bolton voice on the Gaius avatar, it seems so fitting.
Yet among the Red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source.
Alright, learning the hierarchy. Masks, and then those connected to the source still versus those who are adrift.
Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the source.
Oh, Nabriales was the sideburns one, right? If I remember correctly?
The first was La Hebrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmet Selk, about whom little is known.
Okay, La Brea. There's the Elidibus. They both got the white or the red mask. And then Emmet Selk, about whom little is known. It's potentially a step above
We have files
Elidibus.
on La Hebrea and Elidibus, but I believe this Emmet Selk is new to us.
Yeah, they never like mentioned this name before, right?
We have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
It's got to be like Elidibus, right? Because he had the white and everything.
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light.
Does that mean we've been winning? That's why he's pulling all these strings for the Empire here? We need more darkness?
Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire.
Elibis, more like Blunderbuss. But my question is, who is right? Is Elidibus right? Are we in the wrong as the Warriors of Light? We're clearly upsetting the balance, and upsetting the balance sounds like a bad thing. Who's in the wrong here?
It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
As far as like Empire ideals go, like, guys, like I said, he seems like an alright guy. I mean, at least now, right? From this perspective.
Yes. This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours.
If he's an alright guy, why is he wearing such horrible pants? Why is he wearing such horrible? Let's look at his pants.
You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
This would be a very effective tool. Low Empire casualties to get rid of your guys. You pay me in channel points I can't use. You give out the mod badge like candy. I skip the training cutscenes. You're all unmodded. I'm gonna unmod you all right now. How about that? Maybe not Kid Cougar. Kid Cougar is living in ignorant bliss, but you two.
Put your fears to rest.
Okay, maybe Kid Cougar.
Production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch.
Thank goodness I'm not a mod. There it is. Maddie, type something again. Highlight the messages for 100 points. There you go. You could be highlighting all your messages. You just choose not to use your channel points. That's not my problem. That's your problem.
Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Xenos Ye Galvus.
Xenos Ye Galvus. Ooh. All right.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
It's ironic comedy, isn't it? No responsibilities. There it is. You get a piece of candy, Maddie. You get a piece of candy. There it is.
Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized.
It's because of all of you. This whole scene has taken 30 minutes to get through. Oh snap, it's Dark Cloud. What's going on, Dark Cloud? How you doing?
And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus.
Okay. All right. All right, look at that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh man, so many Soluses. What's the plural of Solus? Is it a Soli? So many Soli.
Were the Ascians responsible for these abominations? Or was it the will of the Emperor?
Both? Why can't it be both? I mean, it's probably the Ascians, but I mean, Ascians are always behind everything.
I've given up my rank. I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my
Okay, so Gaius is gonna be that rogue wolf. He's gonna go do his thing. He's gonna learn. He's gonna try to figure out who's really controlling this empire now.
We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
Agreed. You want to hug it out, Gaius? Arms open. We can hug it out right now. We'll settle this another time. I want to learn more. The other one makes it seem like, all right, everything's good. Everything's squashed.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods. Even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises.
The second chat option made it seem like, all right, let's talk about things again in the future, because I want to talk to him more and learn more, right?
Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
We shall. I'm so happy that that's Gaius. I could quit the game now. I'll be happy. No, this is we're just getting to the juicy stuff.
Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell and see what can be done for Alphino back in Doma.
Okay. Finally, done with this dialogue. Y'all made this whole cutscene take 40 minutes. 30 minutes. He's the lone wolf, the wolf pack of one. Yes, things are looking good. We got Sparky back. We got the Dark Cloud. Everyone's here. Maddie has been knighted. So the reason why I mod all of you right now is because I'm preparing for the future. Eventually, when we have 20 billion people in here, right, I'm gonna count on each and every one of you to do your duty for Kevco. Also, is my stream lagging? When they come, you will be ready. You will be trained in the ways of banning and unbanning. You modded me because you lost a bet. Is that why I modded you? I don't remember why I modded you. I don't remember why I modded any of you. I modded you because you're my friends. So much power. Yes, Hippa, one day you too shall have this power. Because I trust you the most out of all these people, I'm not gonna lie. You don't want power. Well, you're gonna have power one of these days, okay? I've spoken with the physician, and there are no outward signs of illness. Alphino is lost into sleep from which he cannot be awoken, just like the others. There it is. You get a mod, and you get a mod. You all get a mod. Who else is here? Is Dark Cloud still here? I know Dark Cloud well, and Dark Cloud 621. All right, you want a mod? I get you a mod too. Enjoy your sword. To business then, my lord. Now that we know Seiryu's wall works as intended, can we expect reinforcements from Alamigo? You most certainly can. As promised, we will send troops to bolster our allies in Eorzea without delay. Yugri, I will go on ahead with our friends to Alamigo, enlist all those capable of teleportation, and put them at the disposal of the Eorzean Alliance as soon as possible. They will form the vanguard. Yes. Alright. Things are moving in motion now.
Our supplies of Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance.
Okay. Sounds like they're gonna have the Black Rose ready.
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention.
Indeed. This guy looks very, like, Final Fantasy villainish. It's like the streak of white in the hair and everything. The voice and everything. Yeah.
A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your blood.
Also, like the furry, like collar here and everything. Very Final Fantasy villain. I love it.
If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
He looks like the bully from the Breakfast Club.
A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect.
The perfect aspect.
Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence.
Wait, what? What? Wait. Now we're getting into territory I'm not understanding. How is the gas susceptible to its influence? This guy seems like a villain. He does seem like a villain, doesn't he?
Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
Is this gonna be a way to deliver? We got. All right, we'll talk about that.
I will be doing what all Ascians do.
He's going to the moon. At the moon.
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire. You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise.
Yes, tell me more about this demise. From all I've gathered from talking with you all, like, they didn't really touch on how Varis kind of came into power. It was just like a thing that just kind of happened. And the world was like, oh yeah, Varis is now in power, right?
Our homeland was plunged into civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
There's a smiley face again. There was a character that was like, oh, did you hear the Emperor died? Varis is Emperor now, right? That was it, right? So it's not just my memory. It's just the game didn't really feed us that info, right?
You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Big brain. Big brain.
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit,
yeah, chaos, right?
Exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed.
Just he's all about the chaos, right? He just got that villain demeanor to me, from the looks to the voice. Everything fits perfect mold of a villain. Yes. Very, very Final Fantasy, just villain, but Final Fantasy villain.
Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude.
Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, oh my god. Yeah, big stuff is happening. Beat out Sephiroth on that poll last year in top Final Fantasy villains. That's some good villainy. Oh, did Solus really? Wow. Who was number one? I know Sephiroth is pretty well known and like beloved throughout the franchise and everything.
Really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome.
Oh yeah. The sciencey stuff, the incubators, the pods and everything. So many Soluses, so many Soli.
You dabbled in elegant cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research.
Oh, yeah. Wait a second. Well, the one of the raids, the Alliance raids in I forgot. It was like the palace or something. It's been so long. I'm a noob. But they had those two Allegan. They were like clones or something, right? They're like robotic, skeletal kind of like clones, so to speak, right? And their job was to open the gates and everything. Una and Dogi, yeah, right. Now it make like the tech is there, right? That's like similar to this cloning tech. I'm assuming they were made similarly, right? They were based off.
And of all the options available, you chose the founding father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varis. Like grandsire, like grandson, hey?
Oh, who was that? What was that Ascian's name that they brought up in the Gaius conversation? Something like Elt, like something of what was his name? It's probably this guy, huh? It's probably him. He's the one who's probably, you know, controlling the Solus, right? Taking the Solus form.
If events play out as planned, this will become something of a family enterprise.
Yeah, Emmett Mulch. Yeah, that's what it was. Yamat Selch. What was his name? Something like Elch, right? That's probably him. This is like, why else would they introduce that name again? Or introduce that name? Like, it's gotta be, right? He seems like top dog.
Stone of this world, I, the anchor in the shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
I, the anchor in the shard. So remember, he was talking about the hierarchy, the masks, and then people who are tethered to the source and the stuff versus those who aren't. There is so much going on. I'm gonna get so confused moving forward. I just know it. They're unhashing all these like poison schemes and Ashian things, and it's gonna confuse the shit out of me. I know it. Whatever that guy's name is, that's gotta be Solus. He's taking the Solus form. Parley on the front lines. Oh boy. We're getting into some big stuff. We must leave now to convene with the Eorzir's leaders, and it may be some time before I return to Doma. Hakuro, I leave you in command. Yeah, we gotta bring Yugiri, right? She's a valuable, strong asset. Lemon Sulk? Gonna remember him as Emmett Smith now, yeah. That's the name that I'm remembering now. Oh, look at all the banners. If elected head mod, I vow to delete every message Kev types in chat. That's rude.
I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
Okay.
Won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
Yeah, you don't have that kind of power, do you?
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news...
Oh yeah, he's a husk. He's a vegetable.
Alphino won't wake up. Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right?
This is a very good summary. Yeah, this is what's happening right now.
Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal.
Yeah, there's crazy stuff happening here, huh?
Are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description.
Yeah.
And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. Is he just insinuating him hooking up with Gaius, uncovering the plot? Okay. No, Alfie and Gaius uncover the plot. Okay, that's what it was. Yep, I got it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
This is like the part in like the TV show or the movie or the anime or whatever where it's like that one villain from your past just shows up again and he or she is helping you. And then you're just so excited because you're like, yeah, this guy's a big name and now we're kind of cordial, right? Right?
When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varis Sos Galvus would be attending.
Ah, Papa Empire.
I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
We can't trust. It happened with the Sai. It always happens. Can't trust.
There'll be a representative from each alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
So whenever, during these like parlays where the important leaders like get together to discuss the terms of battle and everything, it seemed like just like the obvious place to just cut off the head of your enemy's army. Just right there, just boop, just do it, right? Like the ultimate, like get all the important people in one spot and just whoop, you know what I mean?
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
In this I should wear my Lucha Libre outfit for this, huh? Here go Kev again, plotting the deaths of his beloved cat. I'm not talking about us. Well, partly, like, what if they just unleash the gas, the Black Rose? And conversely, what if we take out Papa Empire? Just take him out. I'll be there. I'm just saying.
We don't know what Varis means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand will make all the difference.
I'm just saying, in this game, when so many important people gather together, crazy things start to happen, right?
Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
Nothing says Warrior of Light like a good assassination. Hey, look, Kev's doing his thing. The Pop is doing his thing, but I'm learning about all this balance and everything, and what if we're bringing too much light? What if we need to slip a little bit of chaos ourselves as the player? Take some agency into our own hands, bring the balance back to the world?
Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
Okay, this should be good. If we don't get an instance... Actually, no. I'd actually prefer this if this wasn't like an instance fight. If it wasn't a fight, that'd be great, because I feel like if it was just talking, we'd learn so much good lore, you know what I mean? Oh shit, are y'all ready to parlay right now? Parlay. Pirates of the Caribbean, the first movie, I really like that first one. Parley. Okay, let's do it. This is so exciting. Oh my god. Oh, the Sultana's there too. Oh no, someone protect her. I wonder how strong those people are. If they're the guard, like the personal guard here, they gotta be pretty strong, right? Look at this cast of characters. Where's Merwib? Ah! Merwib! Merwib, blah, 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 blah. He's too big of a threat. Literally takes 5 leaders to combine forces to stand a chance. That is true. We have so many important people here right now. Look at this.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance. On behalf of the Gallian Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today.
Those pauldrons. Dude, this guy is straight out of Warcraft. He's a Warcraft character. Look at this guy.
As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Okay. Okay. Yo. This is hype. I'm so excited right now. Let's see.
Very
Who's
well,
good?
Your Radiance.
Oh, Nanamo.
I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you.
All right, this is like, you know, in these political discussions, it's like a game of chess, right? This is our opening card. We play the Nanamo Ulnamo card, unsuspecting, right? Look at her. She's a little princess, little sultana. He wouldn't expect that. It's just gonna throw him off guard here, right?
As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy.
Also, she stepped up her political game here. Oh, this part. Oh, this part. Hib is excited. It's like a game of chess. We play our opening card. Dude, you never played 4D card chess? That's the ultimate tactics right there, okay?
Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue.
The constant cycle, light versus dark. That's the only way to achieve. Is that the only way to achieve the balance? To have a continuous cycle where no one's really winning. Maybe one side wins, but the next side comes up not too long after and wins again, right? Just gotta keep the balance going. We got Baymarik here, that's for sure. This meeting needs more Sadu, to be honest. We should have had her. We should have had her prep her. We should have had her prep her Exodia. Is this a long cast time? But we should have been getting that ready. That's the trump card right there. Yeah, she'd set Barrister. That's what I'm saying. The Exodia is the ultimate play here. She should be in the background channeling her stones right now.
Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals.
Just to look at the ambiance of this scene, right? This imperial, you know, tent meeting room, and then you got all these important players here. So many people versus one person here. They've been hyping up the might of the Empire when they talked about Cartano and how it took all of the Eorzean Alliance to defeat like one legion. The remnants of a legion, right?
You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
Yeah, you lay out that option first. Lay out the we can just end this now and we can be peaceful and
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace.
It was worth a shot. That was our leadoff man there, Sultana. Who's next?
As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated.
That is true.
Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your struggle.
Okay, he's playing, you know, the Empire is what's best for the world card, right? Like, under the Empire's rule, can we obtain true unity and peace, and we can, you know, the perfect world for all citizens to live in peace and bliss.
With all due respect,
Oh.
Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
All right, Lise is up to bat now. Second batter is very important in the lineup.
There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Yep, going with the two nations that have most recently and directly suffered under the oppression of the Empire here, right? Live in peace under my foot, exactly.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
This music is very tense right now, too.
order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize the countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Oh man, this conversation, man. Not as tense as Varys' neck must be while wearing that stupid hat. Yeah, some of their headpiece choices, they look very funny to me. Like the way this kind of just sits upon the dome and everything.
I
It's
fear I can
Baemeric.
personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor.
Okay, there's Ishgard up to bat right now.
For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons.
Yeah, look, we kind of come to a peaceful situation now, right? After breaking the wheel, changing the status quo.
1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned.
I wish I had that Dragon Ball Z thing where I can tell someone's power. I wonder what Varys' power level is.
Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
Offer him some bunny girls to sweeten the pot for peace. Do you think Varys is someone who would like bunny girls?
You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
But look where it got his father. Crushed by the Pomp and the Pomp's friends. Oh, he didn't have anything to say to that. Amric, oh no.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people.
This guy has a very his aura, right? His haki, his chakra, his persona, his force is like it's very, very eminent. It's choking the room.
There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong, from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north.
And then they got the Magitech.
Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of Magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
In this chess game, he's playing with the straight flush, yes.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own.
Having all these different, like, you know, cultures and nations here, it's very cool because you can see how certain nations have fared recently under certain conditions and how certain nations came to be and their reasonings for doing what they're doing now and, you know, their reasonings for why, you know, perhaps there is a peaceful solution, right? They all have their own, you know, storied histories here and they're bringing them all to light right now. They've all had their problems. They've all had some solutions. Just trying to find a bigger one now.
Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you?
True.
That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateer?
True. Oh, what nation in history doesn't have like a super dark past, though, right? Think about the real world here too, man. Damn, he's...
I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not.
Everything this guy's saying, there's like been a rebuttal, and then he said something else, and the person who rebutted is like, oh shit, like he right. Like, goddamn, he's right. All right, it's the hippie's turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the 12's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
All right. Has everyone had a chance to talk yet? Everyone's talked except Alisae and the Pomp, right? Lies, they won't even accept Alamegans. That's true.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation.
That is a good point, right? When we're questing in Gridania, there were all the Alamegans. We did that quest for the guy to get him like medicine or something because they wouldn't help them.
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing.
Mefrid! Yeah, rip Mefrid! Oh, Mefrid. That seems so long ago, but that was just the beginning of Stormblood. But here we are at the tail end. We still have two people yet to talk. One of them doesn't talk that much. One of them's the main character, so.
This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
Perhaps the one who dislikes politics the most will be able to,
As Mistress Alisae says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future.
Maybe she's the one to make some headway here.
May I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
I miss recess. Y'all remember the good times? I love recess. Recess was, you play some basketball, some dodgeball or something. Just chill out. I guess this is my recess.
I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
All right, we're gonna all come together and deliberate. Like, man, like we have no rebuttals for him. Like, what do we do? Interesting color on that person's helmet there. Interesting decor in general. Yeah, look at these pauldrons. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think that went? Like a 4? 3, maybe? After his Radiance's little performance, it was all I could do not to swear at him. I honestly don't know how I ended up playing the Mediator. There really is no common ground to be found with that man, nor do I think he looked for any. So the question becomes, what did he come here to do? Because you may be certain it wasn't to make peace. Are we? Is this, alright, let's see. Whatever it is, I can't make it out. You really can't make it out? It feels like there's an obvious answer, right? Wanted to show off his new pauldrons, probably. Yeah, probably, right? This Parley was never like to bring peace, but I had hoped to learn something of Emperor Varis' relationship with the Ascians. As had we all, yet if he is in league with them, he is not like to volunteer the fact, and if he is not, how much weaker would his position seem for their presence? Is it true that the Emperor's will is considered absolute? There is no higher authority in all of Garlemald, nor else in the heavens. What about the great King Mogomog the 12th? May his glorious wings shuttle him across the golden plains of the skies. Even as they denigrate the idea of faith, they revere their leader with a fervor others reserve for the divine. 'Tis a flaw common to much of the doctrine they fed us, illogical on the surface perhaps, but contradictory upon closer examination. I wonder if a discussion of the various discrepancies might prompt Varis to reveal something. Oh my god, if they're gonna rely on Kev to make some dialogue choices here, I pray for everyone's survival. Not that Emperor Varis left us a great many options. Is unconditional surrender all he will accept, do you think? Ere he arrived, I'd have said yes, but having heard him speak, I cannot help but think he came with some other end in mind. Exactly, he's building up to something, I know it. Like a black rosé? Invite Varis to explain himself. Sure, let's invite Varis to explain himself. You believe he is more apt to reveal the truth if we put him at ease. Mayhap you're right, I don't know, I'm not a negotiator, okay? Whip. You look great today. How are you doing? I will say one thing for this Varis. He is well versed in Eorzean history. All should know their enemies, yet there is much and more we do not know of the Empire. I'm sure Varis would be happy to tell you more. Sometimes people like talking about themselves, huh? You would have me ask the Emperor himself? Well, mayhap there is some wisdom in that. All ready to resume court? Court back in session? We're gonna do it? Here it is. You spoken with everyone then? Good. Now all that remains is to wait the pleasure of the Emperor and hope we fare better at the second attempt, unless we all get gassed first, or something.
Now then, who would have the floor?
You would have the floor, my man.
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
Okay, being very cordial. Oh, I like it. All right. Lower the guard a little bit. Peace offering. Like, hey, man, our bad.
Your familiarity with our affairs surprised me and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further?
The answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons pose to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the barren said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
Are we gonna are you gonna address the Ascian in the room at some point? The dark secret of the founding of the Empire, etc. Like, imagine people learning about that.
It all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
All right, let's see what he says here.
Finally, you ask the right question.
I don't know why that was so funny to me. Oh my god. Look at his cheeks. He's got like these, he's got a very, alright, let's remember the facial features here. The prominent chin, the very rounded, or the squared off, like, well, he's got the prominent cheeks here, but the squared off like jaw and everything. Let's remember this in case he ever comes back in a mysterious form here. Then we could do our CSI investigations here. Eorzea using torches and these guys. That's what I was also thinking, right? When I saw that light flickering, I was like, man, have I seen like lights like that anywhere else in Eorzea? Aside, they have like lamps and stuff, but like nothing like that, right? We got Magitech all around us. We just don't know it.
I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this, to return the world to the way it once was. The way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more.
Oh, we're talking about being made whole again. The worlds and everything. You know, this is on one level, but
no longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences.
There's the Mika.
There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
Oh, a perfect race. There's the Mika.
I am talking about the origins of the star, of the source and its 13 reflections.
Oh shit. This is gonna be crazy.
At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why Disastra doesn't like Lavafells. Disastra's one of these people who wants to bring the world back to the perfect race instead of these imperfections.
That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred. Why he wages war. Why he kills his brother.
He's got a point. Everyone needs a pompadour. If we all just had a pompadour, everything would be good, right? Y'all are the imperfect races. This is the perfect one right here.
The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem, one which calls for more drastic measures.
So you're not all about that one perfect race then? You're not on Team Varys here? Is that what you're saying? Also, they are short. they are short. That is true. And Rogadins are tall. Meld them together. What do you have? You have the perfect balance. Balance, right?
Our worlds must be rejoined.
Warriors of Darkness route. Worlds must be rejoined. This guy's talking about, it was one thing to, you know, bringing about the worlds, but I never really thought about the people. What is that going to do to the people if everything was rejoined? Very ambitious, I will say. Very ambitious.
A rejoining of worlds. I have heard this tale of the source and its reflections before.
After everything that happened between us and Minfilia and the Warriors of Darkness, did we not be like, hey, Merlib, so this just happened. Hey, Kane Senna, this just happened. Like, let me tell you everything, right? You should know about this.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
Emperor Varis, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
Oh man, this is getting intense right now.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Gallian Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
All right, laying everything out on the table here. Bringing everyone up to speed. I love it.
My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters when the prize is true and lasting peace?
So the thing with the Ascians, right? They always tell you, spin you a story and a tale. There's never the true story and tale. I wonder if there's more to it than what Varis knows. I wouldn't be surprised, right? Well, we'll go over this one. Prize is a lie. Your masters, they're demons.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence.
Throw wide the gates so that eons become... We're talking about...
Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard.
This is very intriguing right now.
An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs. We would be the masters of our own fate.
Bravo with the facial expressions again. Just gotta say, look at that. This is it. This conveys the sense of grandiose. We can achieve this. You're fools for not seeing this. Join me. You don't see what's possible. Look at those eyes.
I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
Okay, here's the pitch. Join me, and together we shall rule the galaxy as father and son.
You can't be serious.
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
I'm standing up too. Everyone's standing.
It is unthinkable.
I'm gonna sit down.
Unconscionable.
This is not comfortable. Okay, everyone's standing up now. Everyone's standing. I gotta do it, right? Warriors of Darkness.
But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
I'll stay sitting. You may remain seated. Don't lie, Paul. We all know you're standing with the tear in one eye. Proud. Everyone stand. That is a good point, though, right? Every calamity affects the other worlds, right?
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
I really have nothing to say. Just letting this play out right here.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varis, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another.
We're all unique snowflakes. Isn't that a thing going around these days? The snowflake thing?
While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation.
That's the perfect scene for that line. Forming bonds with others. Look how many bonds we've formed here. Look at this big bond.
That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a
Are you
cost to
standing?
life is indefensible.
Yeah, she's standing. She's standing.
Such a man is not fit to govern.
I just imagine like a sketch, like a SNL, like some sort of comedy sketch where like in this scene where everyone's standing, right? And then Nanamo stands and then like she can't see over the table. That would be pretty funny. Don't even lie. That would be funny as hell, right?
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
I would. This would be so interesting if this was like a single player game and you had the choice. Like this is the Varis plotline that you could follow. That would be super interesting to see, would it not? We can defeat the Ascians as we are. I like this one. We can defeat the Ascians as we are.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
Yeah.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me.
Okay, so ends
Though
the
I
negotiations.
suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages.
Bring on the black rosé.
I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
All right, it's war. It's going down. Yeah, everyone get out of this enclosed place, please. I'm very uncomfortable here. Let's all make it out alive, okay? Get out. Everyone get out. Some crazy shit. That was some good stuff. That was some really good stuff. Where do you find a fish in orbit? Trouter space. Oh, dang, you're close to losing your sproutness. Oh no, wait, am I really? I'm kind of a fan of keeping it. That way people don't have, you know, expectations for me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he lost his stacks again. It's all right. He's a sprout. Sprouts are like virginity. Once it's gone, you never get it back. That is true. Out of all these flags, which one do you all vibe with? Which one do y'all like? Just pure aesthetics, not what it stands for. Just aesthetically, what do y'all like? I kind of like this one. It's got the purple. It matches me right here. You like the adder one? The adder one's okay. These snakes look so friendly. Dun, 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 dun. It's my uncle. Look, it's Uncle over there. Over there, it's Uncle.
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
He's after the unification of all peoples into the perfect being. Interesting.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Ascians dead, but not at any cost.
I wonder what that would look like, though. Is there like, are we gonna see it in the future? If not, is there like fan art, or have the devs been like, oh yeah, this is what that might look like, the combined being? Is it a normal human?
The last of the reinforcements from Doma arrived not long ago.
So at Cartano, Gridania, Limsa Laminsa, and Old Daw had trouble defeating the remnants or a partial Empire Legion. Now with Doma and Alamigo and their allies in Ishgard, are we strong enough to take on a full legion? What if they bring multiple legions? We got the Baymoric, we got the Lucia, we got the Hien. We got some strong fighters.
From the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
Okay. Oh man, we're about to do it. Oh my god, I know I get kind of paranoid, but I mean, if anyone was to die, it would be in a battle like this, right? The final confrontation of Stormblood, right? At least some of our Scion friends would be safe.
Join an irregular unit and support the main host.
Yeah, I'm just kind of paranoid, right?
How could I not?
Kind of paranoid, but our Scion friends are safe because they're vegetables, so they can't perish in this fight. Their souls are off.
There's no one around to countermand me. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
Yeah, let's frighten the Garleans. All right, here it is.
Ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent. They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
We need to like ride on our steed across the different regiments and like, you know, with our sword, just to rouse all the spirits, you know. The pomp is coming. Let's go.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I leave the front lines in your capable hands.
Where's Sadu? Where's the steppe people? I'd feel better if they were here.
Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come.
Oh, this is it.
May the crystal guide us to victory.
Oh, snap. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at Nanamo. Nanamo was getting all hyped. All kinds of hyped. Okay. We got ninja, we got shinobi, we got samurai, we got temple knights, we got uncle. Where's the uncle? We got Pippin, we got her, we got the Merwib, we got Merwib, we got the Pikachu hoodies.
I should be terrified, but with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right.
'Cause every little thing's gonna be all right.
So please.
Please don't die.
Don't you dare leave me alone.
Alright, that's another way to put it. I would say the same thing. I'm pretty sure I've seen you in like trailers for in some art or something for the other expansions, so I'm sure you'll be fine.
What happens, we have to survive together.
I'm nervous. I got anxiety right now. This could go so many ways. But how fitting though, right? Assuming Moon shenanigans and Ascian shenanigans are to follow. Alright, how fitting is that we kind of start. Oh my god. It's gonna be a dungeon. Cougar says my body is ready. My body is ready. Oh, there it is. There's the Cougs. Oh, you're watching a cutscene. Your body isn't ready. Wow. Oh, look at that. This Now this is pod racing. Yeah, we got the little ships. We got the big ship up there. We got the trenches. We got the towers. Oh, here comes the pop. Oh, there's the Astrid. There's the Cougar, and there's that guy. That guy looks pretty formidable, does he not? Got Akiyuki Okuma. Oh, he's like a Dynasty Warriors character. Look at that. Okay, I believe in y'all. All right, we're gonna get the big AoEs going. I feel like it's been a while since we did a dungeon. Let's take a peek at the music here. Spread out and be wary of artillery fire. Oh, okay. Keep to the north. We will head off their troops to the south. Oh, we got the doggies. Look at the dog. They're coming down on parachutes and everything. I love it. I lost my stacks. I got too distracted by the RP walk. All right, here we go. We got the Mark 3B Magitech Colossus. It's all gold and everything. Look at that. I don't know what that means. He's doing a thing. Y'all are moving, so I lost my stacks. That's what that was. Okay, that's what that was. I had no idea. I didn't know it was gonna be like that. I tuned in at the right time. Still, yeah, it's okay. We got a squad going. He just did a thing. Now I know what that mechanic is. The twirl, the spin around and do things. That's the thing. Okay, I know the strategy now. I know the strategy. Okay. I was gonna do it again. All right, stacks may have been lost. Oh, I got hit by that. I was being dumb. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, everyone stack. We stacking? Save me. I may have lost my stacks again. Stacks have been lost, but it's okay. All right, we're splitting. We split. There it is. Everyone to me on my ley lines. You conform to me. Easy boss, right? Look at that. Done. Look at this thing. We got Prometheus here. Hello, Prometheus. Y'all ever seen that movie Prometheus? People were super hyped about it back in the day when it came out. You remember that? Look, it's already 90%. Ow. Is that the Water God movie? It's the one where they're on like the spaceship. Oh my God. Is he the wall begins to tremble. Is he gonna bust out? Whoa. Oh, hello. Look at that. I'm gonna use the rest of my ley lines as much as I can right now. It's the one where they go to like an alien planet. That's the guy who played Magneto in the X-Men reboot. Oh, all right, he's doing a thing here. Ow. At least these bosses, mechanics seem, simple enough. He's doing a freeze missile right now. He's diving again. He's diving. What do we do? Wait. Do we? Okay, we split the party. That's what we do. Splitting the party. Oh, Astrid went down. The Astrid went down. Astrid, how could you? Down. Done. Oh, you're thinking of Poseidon. No. Prometheus. Oh, it's Sir Amric and Connie Senna. They're in the fight. They're doing things. Oh my God. If they died, do we fail the instance? Is that what happens? Hug him. Hugs for Bamaric.
Out of my way.
Oh, we got Hien and Yugata here too? We're all grouping up. That means something big's happening. Here, I'll hug, I'm gonna hug him for you. You give Amric a big hug. There, that was for you. I hugged him in game for you. How about that? Okay, Colossus going down. Yeah, I got you. We got the hugs in for you. Anything for the Amric. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay, we'll get out of that. We got the Lys here. Yeah, everyone's here right now. We got Pippin here. Where's Merwib? We're just missing one important person. Oh, this guy's got a... Did they all have flame swords? They might have all had flame swords. I lost my stacks, but I got them back real quick. But I technically lost this thing. Wait, are y'all going in the thing? Okay. Follow the party. That's what I learned. Connie Senna said quickly to me. I did not listen. I should have listened. I lost my stacks. Is this a boss, technically? It's a mini boss, huh? An explosive. It must be stopped. Uh-oh. You're doing an explosive? Where's the explosive? Behold the art of the shinobi. Oh my God.
You die.
Look at her. Damn. Woo. That was her Exodia. Sorta. That was pretty cool. Do the shinobi get that? Is that a shinobi? Is that a ninja ability? Biameric? All right, here it is. It went from Baymeric to Biameric. Oh, it's these two. They look clonish. These savages bested our vanguard. Impressive. But in the end, they are only that, savages. Now let us be brief. His radiance awaits. Okay, we got the red, we got the blue. Is this the first boss where we fought 2 people at one time? Okay, who do we do? The provisional... Alright, we're focusing on the red. Red's here. Red's the one here. Blue disappeared. I leave the artillery fire to you. That was Ania Queseranis. Sure. Oh, these things are weak. There's no escape. What is that? That's an X thing. Oh my god. Oh, I died. I got pushed into the thing. Okay, we'll get this res going. I used my shield too, but it didn't protect me quite how I thought it would. Thank you, Cougar. Thank you. He's doing a shooting. I'm gonna go over here. Okay, there's interesting mechanics here. Interesting. All right, she's doing a thing over there too. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on that. Aside that, at least they're kind of squishy, right? Okay, she's down. Down she goes. She's staying at 1 health. Order to bomb. She's doing the X thing again. Okay. Wait. I think we're safe, right? Okay, we're good. We're good. Impressive. Anya, let us engage them together. All right, here we go. 2 for 1. They cannot hope to evade us both. Okay. I can't click on them. They're doing a thing. Oh my. Okay. I didn't know what was happening. I had no idea what was going on. I'm not gonna lie. All right, thank you, Cougar. Okay, I am back up. I need to pay attention to the sides. They're doing tricky things. Ready the cerulean tanks. Okay. Deploying now. Sure. I don't know what do we do. What do we do? He's doing a thing. Okay. Okay, those are exploding. Yeah, okay. I think I'm good. I'm good right here, right? I'm just gonna chill right here. I put the ley lines down. I don't know if this is a good spot. Ley lines went down, though. Okay. Oh, she's doing another thing. She's doing another thing. I think I'm safe here, hopefully. Okay, is there a phase 3? I hope there's a phase 3. It seems we have no choice, Julia. Oh, shit. You should feel honored, savages. Few are they who have witnessed this twice. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. I don't know what... I think I saw the lines. That's what the lines was, right? And few are still who have witnessed this. Farewell, savages. All right, they're charging up. This is their Exodia. Oh, you did the thing. You did the break. Wow. Look at that, Astrid. Astrid with the beast, with the bomb. Good fight. GG's. GG's. We have served our purpose. Come, we shall withdraw for now. So we're not getting any voice acting with these people. Be curious to hear their voices. Yeah. Look at that staff. That's an interesting staff, huh? All right, thank you. Y'all are the best. Y'all did it. Y'all carried me. I died twice. It was good stuff. Carried. Streamer privilege. Indeed. I only get the best of the best to help me.
And none the worse for wear.
I had hoped we might do more to help, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
It's okay. I had the Astrid and I had the Cougar. We're good.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
We won, it seems.
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance.
Unless that's what they want.
Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
You're getting a little too ambitious here. I'm getting nervous now, right? This went well. This went too well, right? Where's the trump card? Oh!
The light will expunge all life.
That's the Warrior of Darkness, right?
Can forestall the calamity.
That's gotta be. And he's talking about the light?
The gates.
No, 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 not like.
Oh, is it gonna get Alisae here? Oh no! No! Hibab manages to show up after the dungeon. Yep. Tactical choice right there. Okay, so it's just us now. Alisae is gone. So, if my theory is correct, thinking that is like him talking, the voice talking about the light consuming all, makes me further believe it's the Warriors of Darkness and that they lost their fight when they went back to fight the light. So how do we counter that? We gotta throw open the gates and let the darkness consume everything here. Is that what's going on?
Are you all right?
I'm okay. We're the last Scion. If my theory is correct, is doing a lot of work here. Does it sound reasonable? Right? I've been saying, I feel like that guy's the Warrior of Darkness. He's talking about the light. How do you battle the light? A world full of light, you gotta battle it with a world full of darkness? Like they're talking about the convergence, throw open the gates, let the eons become instant and all that stuff. Though this exchange was no more than a test of our strength, like is not, they won't be taking any chances now that the Emperor has joined the fray. What did I do with my crazy Charlie picture? If this guy's the Ascian and this guy's going to the moon and that's the Warriors of Darkness voice and the Ascian is really the Empire this whole time, clearly this is all a dream. This was just the first battle. My lord, the Chimichangas have completed their examination of Mistress Alisae, and it is as we feared. She is locked into slumber without any outward cause. Aye, the Garleans picked a fine time to come knocking. All the 5 Scions incapacitated, and with the enemy on our doorstep, I cannot spare the men to assist in the search for a cure. Who's left? The Papalimos left. Papalimo? I mean, think about it. The return of Papalimo. Who? If this thing is affecting us and we're in this, like, you know, we're as our mortal selves. I mean, Papalimo, right? If my theory is correct, using the same spell that Louis Soir did, right? Perhaps Papalimo too was preserved in some lifelike state given these circumstances. Or maybe he's like a spirit boy, right? Maybe this thing doesn't affect spirits, the ether spirits, right? Because it's pulling the spirits already. So he's already been pulled. You know what I mean? If my theory is correct. Papalimo, he dead, bruh. I don't accept that. Papalimo Copian, I'm just saying. We didn't see his death on screen. Whose deaths have we seen on screen? I guess even like the on-screen ones, never, the Sultana and all that, right? I'd be pretty remiss if like Papalimo was the one person out of all these people who apparently died, is the one person who actually truly died. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, our buddy Arshafan, huh? Lord Arshafan. He did truly die on screen, and so did Ysael, but they came back as force ghosts, right? So there's clearly some mystical, you know, ether force things going on here. So maybe they're still, you know, doing some things. Papalimo's role was short-lived, but is that too soon? It might be too soon. I'm still like, even though I think he's alive, that hurts a little bit, right? He was a good man, a small man, but a good one, right? With a powerful spell and a powerful Tup Samadhi. Whatever happened to, did Monfilia just like leave after Monfilia, you know, departed? Because we had that scene where she felt, you know, Monfilia's ghost and everything, and then she's never here anymore. Riol has left to rendezvous with the Alliance forces. He means to serve in Thancred's stead in their infiltration missions. Riol is amazing. I love Riol. Riol is awesome. She's up on the balcony by Rowena's. Oh, okay. I thought she just kind of like dipped out because she hasn't been tending the bar and everything. I just hope she has been doing well, you know. By the 12, not her too. When are you gonna get a pomp? You need a pomp, red pomp. We will also need to send a message to Tataru post haste. Oh, we still got Tataru. Was she affected by these headaches? Probably not, right? Lalafells can't lose their soul, Kev. They don't have one to begin with. I knew that was coming. When are we gonna throw open the gates? Is that gonna be a Shadowbringers thing? Or is it gonna be an end of Stormblood patch thing? It seems kind of sudden now. They've been telling us to throw open the gates, but it doesn't feel like we're in the position because we don't know what the gates are technically, right? Or metaphorically, what they're speaking of here. Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo. All right. all the destruction. The Imperials are running about here. Here comes Papa Empire here. It's up to every person to choose when they are ready to throw wide their gates. That is true. Oh, that's not Papa Empire. That's the Z. He's got the golf club carrying case with him. That's the Xenos. That's the Elidibus Xenos, but the Xenos. Was he missing his all-important sword there? I saw 2 bronze little circles and 1 silver one. I'm trying to remember what he had before, but if my theory is correct, that means the true Xenos is alive and well and walking around with his special sword there.